Gotta wait till we're finished writing
Yeah,
it and recording.
okay. Talk to you then.
Yeah, if you go, oh, you said it was violent, and I'm like, well, yeah, that's, sorry.
Okay.
So that, right now, I mean, we just put out a new record 5 months ago, you're talking to me,
Yeah.
so we're nowhere near even starting pre-production on it. We're at least 6 months away, if not more. Then, you know, we got a lot of touring to do still. So, but we're talking about it, just like we talk about every record we're gonna do months in advance, but we just talk about it. I don't really start writing anything, and we don't really start jamming or writing anything till someone gives us a deadline. And then when they said, well, you gotta have the record done and out by so and such date, then we start thinking about it.
Okay.
Up until now, it could be anything. You can ask me tomorrow or 2 weeks from now what it's gonna be like, and I'm like, well, I think it's gonna be like dreamy psychedelic pop. But no, I'll never say that, but it could change, you know.
Yeah, okay. Well then, first still a lot of touring ahead.
Yeah, we're back home for 2 weeks, and then first week of September we fly to Spain to play the Esquina Festival, which is a great rock festival. We've been wanting to play it for a few years now, and finally there's a hole in our schedule that allowed us to do it. And then Canadian dates, and then the tour with Motorhead and Saxon in the fall, winter, from October to December. So
Okay.
we're looking forward to it. We're huge fans of both bands, and it's just going to be for me as a rock fan, it's just, you know, a lot of times when we tour with bands, I watch maybe 1 or 2 shows, and then I call it a day, a night, every night afterwards on the tour. There's only been a few bands where I've actually checked out almost every show when we're touring with them, and I have a feeling that this is going to be one of those tours where I check out every show, because it's just going to be too good to pass up.
Okay. Well, last question then. You said today during the show that you like Dutch girls better than Kate Moss.
Let me clarify here. Kate Moss is one hell of a woman. I mean, she's hot as hell. I think so. Especially now that she's not so skin and bones. Now that she's put on a little meat on her bones, she's actually really hot. But there's a lot of Dutch women, I mean, that are very, very hot. And so my point was, I think half the reason why this guy was popular and became known to everybody, even outside of music, was because he was going out with some sort of model icon. And that's his kind of meal ticket. And so that was my point. And plus, we played a show in Austria yesterday. We played the Frequency Festival in Austria, and Baby Shambles canceled.
Of course.
Exactly. And he canceled another festival that we played at too. And I just think that's a real puss thing for him to do. I think it's wrong on so many levels, and you can give that slot to a more deserving, harder working band who isn't famous for who they date and what drugs they do. They're famous for the music they put out. I don't even mean to even insinuate us. I'm talking about any band out there could have had that slot, and the crowd would have been rocked. They would have gotten their money's worth, and no money or time would have been wasted with this fucking loser. And that's just my opinion. You know, am I jealous that he went out with Kate Moss? Fucking right, man. She's a hot woman. I'd love to go out with Kate Moss. Pre-cokehead, however. But other than that, I mean, you know, I just think they're kind of a waste of everyone's time. Put out an okay record, I must give him that. It's okay. But really, there's like, for every good album that guy puts out, there's probably 100 other bands and albums that are way better and deserve way much more attention than him. So that's just my point. But yeah, also the point was, yeah, Dutch women are very, extremely attractive.
Okay, well, go check them out then tonight.
Who? Oh, extremely attractive Dutch women? For sure,
Okay.
every time. Baby Shambles? No.
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem.